I'm taking his hair out.
Are we introducing ourselves still?
I think we'll just say hi.
Hi guys, we're back
Hello.
again with the second episode of the RAR podcast.
Dum 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 da da 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 dum.
So it's week 2 for us, but in Survivor it's week 3.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down every single challenge, who won the challenge, what was the reward for that night, because I just like knowing so we can judge them. It literally took me like 20 minutes at the most to like find it and stuff. It wasn't that hard.
That's dedication. I'm proud of you. I just wrote down like what I thought.
Yeah, I didn't really have many thoughts because like I'm kind of like, once I start talking about it, I'll have opinions. But once like if I sit down and like, I'm gonna force myself to think about this, I'm like, I have no thoughts.
Same. It's so hard.
Empty head. Okay, so did we want to start? Because like last time we kind of started talking about the challenges and then we did the questions, or do you want to do the questions first and then we discuss the challenges?
Actually, wait. First of all, okay. So this guy added me on Snapchat, right? And I don't care if this is in the podcast, right? Like literally just then, like I would say it about 5 minutes ago, and I added him back waiting for a message, and he messaged me, but I didn't open it, and I wanted to open it and tell you.
Oh, open it. Oh my gosh, and we have to do our Shein haul as well. Oh my god, I keep
So his name's Adam. I don't know who he is. Okay. He says, "Do you live in Brisbane?" That's so weird. Wait, let me like really stalk him.
You should just message him and be like, who the heck are you?
I will.
Like, why? What are you talking about?
We'll just leave that and see if he replies. Anyway, my Shein haul.
Oh, we're going to do the Shein hauls first?
Yeah, I feel like we should. You can go first. How many things did you get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, I got 4 things.
Okay, do you want to go first then?
Okay. This is all for uni, mind you.
Yeah.
So I got these like little, I think they're going to be bigger. Find everything on Shein, you think it's going to be bigger, and then it comes and you're like, that's tiny. Anyway, my little like.
Oh, they're the transparent ones?
They're like they're like word flashcards.
Oh, okay. They are really tiny.
Yeah, I know. And then I got I just don't know how to open this yet. Transparent.
Oh, they're like 2 sizes, square and
square. Notes. Yeah, I know, kind of cute. And I tested one out on one of our textbooks, and that's like the trace.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
Encourage them to cough. And then I got this little pencil case thing.
Oh, that's cute.
Because I was like, I need a new one, you know? And then I got this little tab thing. They're like sticky notes. And they go in your book.
Yes.
And it's cute.
That's so cute. Okay, so
yeah.
Dude, you complain about yours. I ordered mine like a week before yours. They must just have a time where they just bring them all over at the same time or something. So this is the phone case I got, like the little painting one.
Cute. On your broken phone?
Literally. Like we've decided that we're not going to do anything about it until like my phone starts to like decay. So I got this book that I'm using as like a habit tracker. I designed it and all that kind of stuff. I put stickers in my life.
Cute.
I got this cute little cow purse to like put my headphones in and like chargers and stuff in if I want to go to school. It's actually so soft and fluffy. And then this is the purse I got for like my purse. And I got this dry brush. It's actually quite small. Like,
is that to scrub your body?
Yes. And then I got this face towel to dry my face with, so like I don't have to like use everyone's towels, and I don't have everyone's bacteria on my face. Where did I oh my gosh, did I not grab one of the things? Oh no, here it is. I got like, me and my sister got 50 of these little eyelash and eyebrow spools,
Mhm.
but she got 25 and I got 25. And then
Mhm.
we both got these head scalp brushes. Which everything's pink because I love pink. So yeah,
That's cute.
my sister's
She's
thing,
so good.
it's so good. Like I already want to buy more stuff from there.
Same.
There are so many things I want to buy. And then after that dude at Telstra said it's going to be $700, I just thought I can never live again. I don't have enough money to ever be a human being. Should we like start our actual podcast or should we,
Yeah. Maybe we should.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
So
we
what are
should
we doing
start
first?
with the questions
Okay.
because like that's the
like,
overall
this
thing
is-
and then we can get into the nitty gritty stuff. Yeah,
Can you see it?
I'm using like Notion for mine because like I love Notion.
Oh my god, you have so many.
Yeah, okay, so we'll start with the questions. Who was your overall player? Who was your overall favorite player of the week?
I have two.
Ooh, who are they?
Ooh. The first one was Mark, just because he's like my default.
Yeah, of course.
I also put Croc.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was smart this week. Just once.
Opposed to every other week where he's been stupid.
Yeah. I just like him being with Chrissy made him come out of his shell strategically.
Definitely. I said my favorite was Mark, mainly because like he's just done so much. Like he didn't choose Sam for the tribal swap because he wanted to play his own strategy, which oh my gosh, if my boyfriend did
So
that,
smart.
I would kill him. I'd be like, yep, no, ring off. But like it's so smart. And then like him with the hay. Where does he get it? Why does he have it? And he's got it in every single challenge when he's like doing the hardest things and he's just sitting there chilling.
Is it the same piece?
I
That's
don't
my-
think
does he like harbor it in his like jacket when he goes to bed and then he wakes up and he's like
it's just actually this really long piece. It's just like every few seconds he cuts it a little bit and then extends it out, but it's like deep down his throat. But I feel like he played really, really well this week, especially with like all the changing alliances. Like last night when they got rid of Amy, he voted for Amy. I did not see that coming at all. At all.
Neither did I.
It just shows you
Him and Dave. Dave
Yeah.
voted for Melissa, I think. And I was like, Dave, you are such a little bitch.
I think because he knew that they were going to vote for Amy and he was like, well, I'd rather vote for Melissa because she wasn't on the red team. But like, yeah, I feel like Mark just like played so much this week and it was really, really good to see. And we love him.
Yeah, we love him.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
So this is like the exact same question. Who had the best strategy or made the best move?
Okay, see, I didn't put Mark for this.
Oh, okay.
I went with people that I wouldn't typically put. So I put Geordie and getting rid of Sandra because I feel like we saw a bit of brain for once. And I went with Croc just because I think he came out of his shell.
For me, I said Mark with the arm challenge when he was helping Jordan do it because I was like,
yeah, that was so smart.
And then when John was like, remember who won last time? And Mark's just like, me. And I was like, oh,
with his straw.
Yeah.
Me.
And but like he was really smart about it because he was like, if you're holding your arm there in the same position, obviously it's gonna get sore. So he would go up, one, back, down, up, which is smart. But yeah, Geordie did, and so did Croc. They both had a lot of strategy this week, which I didn't feel like they were capable of.
No, it was a shock.
It was weird seeing Geordie work with the two boys on the red team as well. It made me a bit uncomfy.
Yeah, I feel like the red team's slowly gonna disintegrate into nothing. Like they're very they just have no idea.
Individuals on the red team are good, but like as a group, they're awful, and they were even last time. Like
the red team's just doomed.
They just now have Mark on their side, so it's a little bit better for them to do challenges. Okay, so who was the saddest? I mean, not who was. Who were you the saddest to see go?
Amy,
yeah.
Yeah. And
Literally-
Sandra.
Sandra,
mainly
she
Amy.
went very humbly,
Yeah.
which was a massive surprise.
Yeah. Same with Sophie.
Yeah, I feel like once she left, she was kind of just like, can't say anything now. I'm done.
Yeah. I feel like she was being like passive aggressively mad. But yeah. Amy definitely. But I feel like Amy did it to herself.
She definitely, when she told Shay, which I feel like she shouldn't have, that shouldn't have been a big quarrel. I feel like Shay broke the trust there, but like the whole game is about breaking trust and everything. But like I was really surprised to see Shay do that.
Yeah, same.
Like-
She didn't even do it like slyly either. She left the conversation with Amy and then just went straight over to Jordan. Yeah.
I was just like, whoa,
I don't know which one she went to. Josh. Yeah.
and like Josh is a pilot. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Why did we get Josh's backstory 3 weeks
yeah.
into the game?
And like him without a beard. No thanks. You need a beard. And he was starting to talk like Sandra. He's like, once I make a move, I am the best. I was like, okay.
Yeah. But all of them were so wrong. That whole red tribe were like, Jordan and Josh are like running the tribe. Like they weren't up until people were saying that they were.
Yeah,
They had no control. Like
they
no
weren't
one was
until Jordan's name was under the bus.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. What's the next question?
Okay, who was the worst player this week?
I said Ben and Shay, just as a collective.
Literally, Ben sucked. Didn't he like F up the game or something? Oh yeah, he couldn't do the push, and he got really angry and sulky about the push thing.
Yeah.
I was just like, and he like really got down on himself, and I felt like saying, "Oh my god, they're not going to sacrifice you to the gods of Survivor." Like,
and then Chrissy was like, "Let's just stop hating ourselves," and he was like,
he was like, "Kill myself." Like he was really self-pitying. He was like a lot of pity on himself.
Mm-hmm. But like the thing is, him helping Sophie look for an idol was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
100%. That was the saddest thing ever, because one, they didn't even end up finding one. When she was fumbling around, I was like, of course she's got one, and they just did this show. But then like she didn't even pull off the joke funnily.
No.
Like she was just like, she just kept looking around for like a minute straight, and I was like, oh my god, did you tie it to like your insides? Like calm down.
Because Sam walked over and she was like, I'm gonna like say that I found one so she thinks I have one and they don't vote me out. And she was like, aha, I've got one. And then she walked away and she started laughing. And I was like, that didn't work at all.
No. But yeah, Ben and Shay, especially Shay when she ratted Amy out, like that was just
They're
like,
both the same.
but they're together.
Like
That's the thing. They're sly little snakes together.
I know. It's really weird.
I just
if
don't.
they ever get together, like if they make it to merge together, that's going to be something to look out for because
They'll
that's gonna be
destroy.
dangerous.
They'll destroy.
They'll lie to each other.
I feel like Ben would lie to her, but Shay wouldn't lie to him. Because when I've seen them coupled up, Shay immediately turns into a little puppy dog. Like immediately following after him, doing everything he does.
I have to read you a post of Ben's while we're on the topic of them too. Get ready to like I love, but get ready to cringe.
Oh, okay, good. I love cringe.
Okay, so this is the post.
Oh, good thumbs up. Good thumbs up.
It's just like pictures of her, right?
Yeah. And he posted that.
Yeah. And he said, I've never not had a thing for you. And then this post.
Looks like he's about to strangle her.
He says, this is quite a long one. Souls don't meet by accident. Her look is my love. Her smile is my strength. Her kiss is my everything. Find someone who can give you the strength of 1,000 horses through a simple smile. The strength to eat rice and beans until you hate them. To battle it out in challenges when all you want to do is rest. When Shay, in parentheses, Spud, looks at me from across the challenge. Looks at me from across the challenge mats and smiles. I know all is well, and that I need to do what I do best. Take a deep breath and give it my all. You rest when you're finished, we tell each other. when training. So out here is no different. We came here to play and play hard, and we will rest when we are done. But man, I am as soft as a sponge cake when I get to kiss this happy girl's little face.
He shouldn't have called her a little girl. And Spud, what is he, asparagus? Like,
he's really tall. But like the thing is, I feel like nowadays, like a couch potato or a spud is used as an insult. And he's my spud.
And it just sounds stupid. If someone called me Spud, I'd do a double take. I'd be like, why don't you just call me a potato? Like, you went the extra mile.
Literally. It's just gross.
Yeah, that's really cringe. So I agree that those two were the losers. No, not the losers, but the worst players this week. They were the suckers.
They sucked ass.
I just didn't like how they played, and they were just mean and rude. And I didn't like it.
Okay.
Okay, so who do you think's on the chopping block for next week? I have no idea. I don't know if it's because I forgot last episode or like I
have two.
I wrote unsure.
So I have one from each tribe. Okay. So for the red tribe, I think it's Melissa, simply because they're trying to vote out the weakest. And then from the blue tribe, I think it's Khan. But he's going to go on like a warpath because of Amy.
Oh, he's going to annihilate someone.
But I feel like he'll do it stupidly, and then they'll all just vote him out because he's going to get like Sophie and go really reckless.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't, because he's been playing it so well with the Idol. Like he's actually gotten so far with the Idol. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they should just vote out the two sisters, like Melissa and Michelle, because they both kind of suck.
They're kind of bringing nothing to the table.
Literally, and like they say nothing and they're not interesting.
Like I actually still I couldn't even tell you which one's on which tribe.
Yes, I just say the sisters, like Melissa and Michelle, the M's, the M&Ms.
Yeah, why are their names so similar too? It's really annoying.
Literally, why would you name two people who look exactly alike the almost exact similar name? That's just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, it's like calling two like twin boys like Nikki and Ricky. Like it's just not a good thing.
Nikki and Nike or something stupid, or like Ray and Raymond. Like
yeah, it's stupid.
But yeah, they could possibly. I know Mark and Croc are safe for the time being because they're strong.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam isn't really causing any trouble for herself, and neither is KJ, even though like she thought she was going to be in Hellfire because Sophie was her sister. But KJ is like she's so different compared to her sister. Like her sister is literally death.
Mm-hmm.
And KJ is like a sweet little apple. I don't know why I think apple, but like Spud apple.
She's really sweet though.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. I was gonna say something. I feel like Dave has like lifted himself off of the chopping block.
Literally, like he's become the chopping block. Like he chops the people.
Juicy Dave.
That's what John calls him. He's like, "Come here, Juicy," and I'm like,
I was like, yuck, but also kind of love it.
I think it's hilarious, but like imagine being Brianna, which I totally keep forgetting that's why he was in there for.
Yeah.
Imagine being Brianna and like knowing that your dad is now called Juicy Dave.
I know, that is really weird.
I'd be like,
no thanks.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any other of the people. Chrissy's actually doing so well for herself.
Yeah, I know.
And she's also lost so much weight, and she's become so tan. Like it's ridiculous. Really skinny. And her arms have thinned out, and like she's so tan, it's ridiculous. Like I'll see her next to Mark or someone, and I'm like, how? She must just naturally be able to tan.
Yeah, she I don't hate her anymore.
Yes, same.
She I feel like she might get to a point where I'm like, okay, I don't really care if Chrissy goes home, but like at the moment I like her and Croc and their dynamic.
Yeah.
And she finally brought up her husband, which was nice to see.
I know, like but here's the thing, I kind of stalked her Instagram today because I was like, let me get a look, and I totally forgot that her kids are adopted. Like I was like, why don't her kids look like her? All her kids are adopted.
I didn't know that. Did she say that? I feel like that does sound familiar.
Because like they don't look anything like Chrissy or her husband. And the thing is, in posts, so Chrissy, I don't think married Croc's brother. I think she is the sister to
It's-
Croc's wife.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in every photo I see them together, Chrissy is like hugging Croc. Like it's Chrissy
It's
hugging
really
Croc.
weird.
But it's like, if you're in-laws, why are you in a relationship? Like, they just like act like they're together. Like, here, I'll see if I can find the photo on Instagram.
I kind of like a part of me just wishes they were together because it would make more sense.
I know.
They seem really well suited.
Where'd I go?
Maybe they're just like best friends. Like maybe that's the vibe.
Yeah,
Maybe
true.
they were friends before he dated her sister or something.
Maybe they dated before the sister and that. Because
Because like anything to put them together.
because like there's this photo where like we might have to, if you can edit it and put it on the screen, I can like screen record it or something, but I will like show the viewers. So like everyone's together. Chrissy is standing right next to Croc,
Yeah.
and then his wife is all the other way over there, like nowhere
Yeah,
near
I'm
each other,
really-
and they're like hugging each other, and her husband isn't even near her, like.
Mm.
And this was last year, which is before Survivor. Or is it? Did they form a relationship like Mark and Sam? I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah. I don't like it. Makes me feel
Me
uncomfortable.
either. I feel like they have a lot of chemistry though. Like I could see them being married and stuff, but knowing that they're in-laws is like,
Yeah.
like
I would
imagine
rather them be like at this point
siblings or
I'll
cousins.
say siblings, yeah. Cousins.
Probably
maybe?
cousins. Yeah. Because I feel like they've got that kind of chemistry as well. Like,
They give off very like platonic best friends.
Yeah,
Like they're
yeah.
very best friends.
but they're like very in a way
They're,
that
like-
like
Inside each other best friends.
in a way that you're like, oh, so you guys together or you like related? And they're like, no, we're actually in-laws.
Yeah, it's such a weird relationship.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Okay, so since we've kind of discussed that, I reckon we
Mhm.
should go on to the nights and the challenges because I wrote down all the things. Okay, Sunday night. The challenge for the reward was the paddle battle in the boats. So they had to do the paddle
Mhm.
thing, which I kind of like didn't watch because I was busy on Sunday. But like I rewatched the episode and I was kind of like, this is
With
kind
your
of
boyfriend or
boring.
whatever.
Oh yeah, with my in-law. And
Yeah, that challenge was seriously. It was, first of all, it was boring, but second of all, like how hard would that have been? I would have passed out and fallen overboard.
yeah, and then so the reward for that was a hot dog platter and the soft drinks. And Blue
Which is
won
where-
the award where
and
Chrissy
that's where
found the idol.
found the idol clue.
She was really smart about that. But then when she
Mhm.
put it in her pants and like Croc was fiddling around with it, I was like, yeah. Thank God it wasn't in her bra or something else.
Yeah.
But I am glad that she got it. Even though didn't she have an idol before as well? And she had to play it or something? She had an idol because she found one
Yeah.
and then Shay found one. And then the whole kabobble with them happened. So that was really, really interesting. And then the challenge for immunity was the boxes with the maze puzzle. Where they had to get the boxes and slam them on the thingy and they broke open with the ball and they had to do
Yeah.
the pulling.
Yeah.
So you know how like I think Sophie was trying to be in charge for the blue team, but Khan was like, no, you're not, like you can't. Like I don't know why you think you're confident or you can be in charge because you're not.
Because Sophie was down on one of the corners,
Oh yeah.
and I think it was one of the twins was like conducting it, but Sophie was, I think one of the twins, I think it was Michelle. After
Yeah.
Tribes would have been Michelle. She said, Sophie pulled down, and Sophie said, I can't pull down. Pulling down is up, and she was like, no, just like pull your rope down. And she was like, that's up, and then that's when Khan stepped in and was like, you bitches. But Khan
Yeah.
didn't really want.
That's really weird.
Yeah, so Sophie thought she knew what she was doing, even though she couldn't see where the ball was.
Yeah. Thank God she left. But that night Red won, and thank God for Nina because she controlled the whole puzzle. But like Sandra kept trying to like butt in. So like when like it kept happening, I was just like, your daughter's gonna get angry because I hate when people talk over the top of me.
Yeah, same.
And then so Sandra left. That was the result of
Yeah.
that night.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday was pretty. So like, what were they planning? They were planning to get rid of one of the sisters, weren't they? And then
Yeah.
they blindsided Sandra.
Yeah, because no, oh yeah. Yeah, they were planning to get rid of, was it the sister or was it, yeah, I think it was, because they were like, she sat out of that challenge or something, and they were like, she sat out, so she needs to go.
Yeah.
Was that? I don't know.
I
That
don't
was
think
like-
she sat out in that challenge because she sat out last night when they were doing the spool thing, I think, because she was too clumsy.
Yeah, but I think in between, Dave sat out once. You know how you can't have two people.
Yeah, I
the same
know.
person sitting out too. So I think she sat out in that one.
I just know
And then-
that the sister on the blue team did a really bad job and everyone didn't like her that night because she
Yeah.
like fell off the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But
I
I kept my extra notes was, oh my god, Mark didn't choose Sam, which I thought was
Yeah.
a big thing, which we kind of discussed. And then
Mhm.
Chrissy is so smart with the idol. But she's too noisy. And then I said the boys are sus, but I don't remember what that meant.
Yeah. I made a note that said, I didn't like Geordie in this one particular moment because he said he wants to keep his tribe male strong. And I was like, get out of here with that language. Yeah, he was like, we need to send, I think it was one of the twins home. And then he said, or maybe it was Sandra. Sandra, the twin, and Amy all need to go, he said, because I want to keep this tribe male strong.
Yeah, but then what if you get male stupid and you have to complete a word puzzle?
Yeah, but like the thing is, I think if you put like, let me think of a really weak male. If you put like Jesse, like he's not that strong compared to like Croc. If you put him up against Shay or Sam, it'd be a pretty fair fight.
Literally, because when because you know how they're doing the poll thing, Jesse didn't do it. Croc had to go twice or something. Well, one of them
Exactly.
had to go twice because Jesse would have been impaled because he's so small.
Exactly.
And I don't even think Geordie
Yeah.
did. I think Geordie stood on one of the ends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So he says he's male strong.
Mhm.
Where's his testosterone? Where's his male? Okay.
And then I said Shay playing her idol was stupid.
Shay is the dumbest person I think I've ever met because remember when they were gonna blindside Sophie or do something? No, Khan. They were gonna blindside Khan, and then she's just like, you know what? Here's my idol, and everyone was like, I mean,
She said that her reasoning was she doesn't want to have the target on her back of having an idol, so she just played it to get rid of it because everyone knew about it. But like
and
the
she
thing
just
is,
shouldn't have said
she could have
anything.
used it to sway a vote one night. Like if they were like, let's do a blindside and get, I don't know, let's say Khan out. She could have used it and been like, actually, I'm going to play my idol for Khan and get someone else out. And that could have been like a massive move. But instead, she just wasted it.
Yeah, she's not very smart. Like she's fit, I'll give her that, and she's a little speedster, but not a speedster up here.
It's slow, to be honest.
Yeah, like a little tortoise. And then so Monday night, there was no challenge for the reward. There was no reward.
No, for some reason.
Literally,
do you
they've
reckon
never
it was-
done that. I think it's because the immunity thing was so big. But the thing
And the
is,
tribal was really lengthy as well.
yeah, but the thing is, all they were doing was getting Sophie out. Like that could have been summed
Yeah,
up
I
in
know.
bye-bye. Like,
What even was the challenge that night?
so it was the arm battle with the paddles.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Which Red won because of luck. And did you literally see Jesse, Dave, and Geordie when they were like standing really
Yeah.
weird, and then just that one. Anyway, we'll cut that out. Like Jesse, some reason like started spasming, and like his whole body was like leaning to one side. I could not stop laughing because they just looked ridiculous. And then Dave and Geordie, they were like,
He looked like he'd been hit by like a lightning, and he was still
literally.
he was like,
definitely.
His whole
So-
like body.
So I was like, definitely no alpha male strength there, Geordie.
Yeah.
And then-
Actually, I found something really interesting about that challenge, because both Sam and Mark had done it before when they were on in 2017, and they both said to their tribes, like, I've done this before, trust my strategy. And Sam's strategy was to put the weakest people on the outside, which ended up not working because KJ and Chrissy were both like, KJ was on the outside and they lasted the longest. So they clearly
Yeah.
were the weakest in that challenge.
And like, I don't know why Mark's strategy was to put the men and the women in the way they did, but like, he worked being next to Jordan.
Yeah.
And I can't believe David and Geordie lasted with their weird
Yeah.
little lightning strike pose.
I think
whatever.
Dave just wanted to prove himself.
Oh, definitely. And Geordie was like, if Dave loses before me, I'm not a man. As funny as Geordie is, he's kind of giving me really sexist and misogynistic vibes.
Same. Jesse's definitely the pick.
Jesse is definitely like the soft little white boy. Like, I feel like he wouldn't hurt a woman and he's a mama's boy. But if he's anything like Geordie,
Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, because Geordie walks around with his little like moustache and his stupid shaggy hair, and he's
And
like,
his tattoo that's like right there.
yeah,
He used
He's
to be
like,
on blue
man.
though. That's the thing.
yeah.
And what's so manly about red? Like, oh, blood. Like, we get that blood. We get the blood. They don't get the blood.
Monthly.
Yeah. So he's actually really blue.
He's actually weak. Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, so then obviously Red won immunity and then Sophie left.
Mhm.
Which was what the hell were they even trying to do that night? Were they trying what was the plan? That was the original plan.
So the original plan was to get Sophie out by putting, I don't know what it was, like 5 votes on Sophie and 2 votes on KJ.
Oh,
Just in
yeah.
case.
And
If you
then
had an idol.
oh, it was so cute when like Croc was like, I don't want you to leave, but I'm doing it so we can just like
Yeah. It was so nice. And then they went over to Sophie and she was like, let's get Khan out. And they were all like, sure. But then Croc didn't tell anyone that was like all the
Croc
ploy.
the thing is, no one but Croc understood what was going on because they all, for some reason, it was all lost in translation for everyone except Croc.
It was all in Croc's head.
Yeah, Croc was like, I actually am the mastermind. And everyone was just like, we haven't read that part of the script. Like, we don't know what's
They all
going
met
on.
up at the well and they were like, so what's the plan? Like, do
What are
you
we
know?
actually
And Chrissy
doing?
walked in and Sam was like, do you know the plan? And she was like, no, I thought you did.
And then they just say to Ben, like, oh no,
Yeah,
that was
they're like-
that was the second one. They're just like, we're getting Sophie out, right? And he's like,
No.
And then Jesse's like, wait, what? Why would we get Sophie out? She's like super nice. And I was like, Jesse.
Jesse was like, Khan's idol's kind of dangerous. I was like,
I'm scared of males. Geordie beat me. Geordie would hit me as a boy. It's like they actually have like a really bad brother-brother relationship.
it wouldn't shock me. Anyway,
Neither.
actually, I have a little, seems to be a recurring segment. It's Sophie's Instagram.
Sophie's Instagram.
That's definitely going to be a recurring segment. Now that she's gone, I wonder how much of a recurring segment it'll be.
So she put on her Instagram after she went, because I was like, I'm going to check because she's constantly posting on there. So after the episode that she went, she didn't post anything. And I was like, why? She's constantly active. So anyway, a little later she did. And she was like, I didn't watch tonight's episode because I had anxiety about it, even though it had already happened for me. And I actually already knew the outcome, but I had anxiety.
The thing is, how did she get anxiety about this? Something that was done and something that was like, what was she going to do? Like, it's not like the TV show would change the plot and she would just come back.
So she said that she didn't trust the editing didn't paint her as a villain.
Well,
Sophie put on Instagram that her and Ben searched hard for an idol, and had she have found one, she would have slipped it into KJ's bag for her to find later and not to save herself.
that's the biggest lie I've ever
Lie.
heard. That's the biggest lie I have
It's a cop-out.
ever heard. She tries to make her sound. That's why here's the thing: the editors aren't going to make her evil. She makes herself evil because she does one thing on the show, and then she's like, "I actually made myself look bad. I'm just going to lie about it, so then people think I'm a good person." No, we will never think you're a good person. That's so
Literally.
ridiculous.
Mhm. Okay.
She needs to be fired.
She runs her own business.
Well, she does.
Mhm.
For what?
It's clothing, and she's actually Insta famous. I'll show you how many followers she has.
I need to look. I'm not going to look her up, otherwise I have to answer my boyfriend. Not that I don't want to, but like, we're doing the podcast.
She has 266,000 followers, and she has a clothing brand and a new makeup brand, a hair boutique, a label store.
Why have a
She's
label
also
store
an
if you can
author.
have a label maker
She's an author.
of what, the Harry Potter
She
series?
has activewear. No, it's probably just called. The book is called "Then There Was Her" by Sophie Cartier.
I reckon we should write a book, just so we can rub it in her face that anyone can write a book. Because she probably thinks she's the only person who's written a book.
Honestly. Okay, Tuesday night.
Okay, Tuesday night, the challenge for the reward was the pool battle to knock the opponents off the edge. I was so confused when that was happening. I was like, are they trying to push? Are they trying to? Because like they were just stuck in a pandemonium of like just holding it, and I was like, I don't know if they're trying to push pull or.
When we watched the promo for the challenge, I thought that no one was on the end. I thought it was like you had to hang on to the pole, and then the opponent, like you had to push against each other until one dropped off. And then I feel like they could have just made it tug of war. No one needed to stand on the edge and get pushed into the water. It could have just been like as soon as you get like the pole past a certain line on your side, you win.
Yeah, because when you push someone off, it's really hard because if it was just tapping the person, obviously they're not going to fall off. And if they can fight against it, they could probably help you.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was really weird. Anyway,
Plus, it was giving them friction burn. That's why Ben like died, because he had friction burn.
Yeah, and that's why like Mark was like, "Oop, I don't have a shirt."
Yeah.
Even though like he won.
He didn't need a shirt.
No, Mark never needs a shirt.
He had the power of the straw.
He has the power of Mark. He is Mark. He can do anything he wants. So the reward for that night was fish and chips, which the thing is, the rewards are getting more bizarre to me. I feel like, why are they like, yeah, the bacon sandwich that they had last week and the orange juices, yeah, cool. And then the hot dog platter, I was like, this is a bit sophisticated. And then they have a little bungalow of fish and chips, and I'm like, this isn't supposed to be civilized. Like, we need to have them doing other things for rewards.
With the fish and chips, it's like they catch fish almost every day.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat. Like, I know it tastes better and it's fatted or whatever, but like, give me something that I'll never get.
Like, give me an ice cream cake.
Yeah.
Or
like treat.
Yeah, give me something sweet. Like, you know how they'd give them like literally like Uber Eats for I'm a Celeb?
Yeah.
Why not that?
Yeah.
Like, what if John cooked the meal and it was really gross because he isn't a chef? So the reward winner was red. So like Shay like picked up a whole fish and was just like, I'm just gonna eat it. And I was like, you're gross. If that lands in the dirt, I bet you're still gonna eat it.
And she literally was just like,
yeah,
and Mom was just sitting there like,
and it was like bigger than her whole body. It was like the longest piece of fish I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, she was holding it like all the way up.
And then so the challenge for immunity was the leg maze with the tower, which I thought was quite clever. That was quite a
oh yeah.
Like that was quite a challenge where you couldn't rely on strength. Like Amy was the best at that one because of her nimble little feet and all that stuff. And even Mark did really well, which isn't surprising because he's Mark, but then he's like, he's military trained. So obviously he knows how to hop away from bombs or something. So, you know what I mean?
From a minefield. Yeah. I feel like they were going too fast for my comfort. I was like, slow down, you're gonna knock it. Like if
It's
it's
not.
me,
It's not timed. It's just
yeah, I would
who gets it up.
half an hour to walk through one way. Like they were going really fast. I was like, I'm gonna knock that thing over if I went that fast.
Whenever I kept looking at the red team's tower, I was just like, it just kept leaning to one side, and I was just like,
Mhm.
it's like when everyone put it on, it's like they just kept putting it further and further back, and like as soon as
Yeah.
because Geordie put it on wrong, he put it the furthest back, so I was like, of course his is going to do something, and then Jordan
Yeah.
obviously knocked it all over, and then so obviously Blue had the biggest advantage in the entire world, and they could take as much time as they wanted
Mhm.
because they were just going to win anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And then so Blue won that challenge, obviously.
Mhm.
And Amy,
so I said it was really funny how Jordan and Amy just turned on each other.
definitely.
And I said that I feel as though the rest of the tribe made a mistake in not splitting up the two cousins. And the aftermath of Amy's departure may not affect them, but Khan may come for their loved ones like Sophie intended to.
Definitely. Because like here's the thing, I feel like Khan has such a higher chance of getting away with it. But
Mhm.
everyone's going to know he's angry, so they're all going to be on edge. And the good thing is, Jordan and Josh's loved ones, since they're each other's, they're on the same
The
team
same.
because,
Yeah.
but everyone else isn't.
Mhm.
And he'll just gun out for them, and he is an idol, so he can pretty much not have to leave for a few nights. Like he'd probably
Yeah.
at most leave on Tuesday or like Wednesday, if he
Mhm.
does leave. But you were saying before about Jordan and Amy's lines. I feel like she read into it too much, that they were like broken apart. I feel like she kind of caught feelings for him, and then she wasn't getting enough
100%.
attention, so she was just like, bye bye.
But that was always going to happen.
Because
fact
it's
that,
like it's
I
his,
don't know
it's
why
his
she was.
cousin.
I don't know why she wanted Jordan out, because she wanted his attention. And then after he fucked up the challenge, she was like, I'll see you later. But like she should have got Josh out, because Josh and Nina are close, so getting Jordan out was just going to put her even more out of the
Yeah.
tribe.
It didn't make any sense, especially when like Nina was like, oh, I have these two options. Of course she's going to choose someone she trusts rather than someone who's trying to throw someone under a blind side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like Amy kind of just read into the fact that Jordan was hanging out with his cousin. I feel like she was being too dramatic. Like I love her and she did really well in that challenge, but she was just being so dramatic over it.
Yeah. Like if Khan had come to her tribe, she would have been hanging out with Khan way more than Jordan.
Definitely. And I feel like Khan would be like, I don't want you like lovey-doveying all over Jordan.
Yeah.
So like get off.
Yeah. I feel sorry for Dave.
Dave is
He's
just
like, no.
there.
And now he's like at the bottom of the tribe, but I hope it doesn't go.
Yeah, it's really weird seeing him because he reminds me of Geordie and Jesse because they all have a similar stature, thin, lean, weak men.
He's
Like-
actually dead.
Brianna is like their stepsister.
Actually, that wouldn't shock me.
I don't like Brianna, and I know she's gone, but she still haunts me. I just like who's on the show now.
Yeah.
Except the sisters. I want the sisters to go. They're so boring. It would have been funnier to keep Andy and Kate.
Andy is actually like every time the theme song comes up and we see like all of them, I'm like, oh my god, Andy! Like he was so hilariously bad at the game that it was funny.
He was so bad and so cocky and came out with guns blazing. Everyone was like, yeah, we got to get rid of you because you're just pissing us off.
Yeah, like he didn't get voted out because he was good at the game or weak. He was just annoying.
He was annoying and just pissing everyone off. And he was like trying to like be like the delegator, and Mark was like, I'm the man.
Yes, he is.
He is. If you edit in the Daddy Mark sections, you should definitely find the one with the hay, like him with the hay.
Oh, I
like
will.
we need to update it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because duh.
Yeah. That's literally all the notes I have. Do you have any more?
Nah, that's all the notes. I said that like you didn't, or you did.
I didn't, but I can just come up with some.
No, we talked about predictions. Oh, we talked about who we thought might get voted off. But
yeah,
I feel like I said before earlier this wasn't a prediction. It was just in my notes. I said that like Shay was a backstabber, and like why, like I know she would have had an alliance with Josh, but like it was just a funny one in my opinion. It was just kind of a funky little alliance that I was like,
Yeah.
I think she gravitated towards him because he was a man that looks like her boyfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was like, are you Ben? I can't see
What?
with my tiny little eyes. Have you seen those TikToks that are like, I am so petite and tiny and small? That's literally her. I am so petite and tiny and small. I can't see out of my eyes. So are you, Ben?
Those TikToks, they make me, I can't stop watching them, but they actually make me want to vomit. Like,
They're so cringe, but I think they're hilarious. Like I won't laugh at them. I'll just be like, go. But like they're so stupid because it's like even though I'm cute, I'm so petite and small. Like whenever I'm writing an essay, it takes me days because I have to jump from the keyboard to like each key, and I'm just like,
the other day.
oh my
And it was like I woke up this morning and I climbed down from my tree and I slid down my leaf slide. I was like, oh god.
It's pretty funny. And there was another one where it was like, oh, I went to get a drink of water and then like I drowned in the cup because like it was an ocean, and it took days for my mum to find me.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, they're a bit weird, but
They're weird, but that is Shay.
yeah, it is. It honestly is.
So next week I definitely think Khan's gonna go ape and be
100%.
like, I'm gonna kill you. Dude. Also, on another note, Khan and Sam, they are so cuddly.
I love it.
It makes me feel weird.
And like one of these days, Mark's just gonna strike against the boys. I feel
Definitely.
like Mark is one of the strongest people, but he's not wanting to vote out the weak. I feel like he's polite.
No,
in that
he's
way.
because I know we love Mark, but I don't think he's being polite. I feel like he has a strategy. I feel like he just
Yeah.
he just
But I
knows.
just feel like he won't vote out the weak people. I feel like he'll want to team up with them so that later on they don't vote him out when it gets to individual immunity and he's the
really
threat.
strong. Yeah.
Mm.
Because here's the thing, like they're not a threat to him, the weak people. And if he can have them for games where he needs little people like Shay, little petite fairies, like it's gonna be better if he teams up with them now than later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it'll look dodgy if he teams up with them when he needs them. So if he has like a predetermined relationship, it'll work.
And like I feel like he's definitely gonna break down the new alpha males of the blue team. Oh, not the blue team, the red team. Geordie and gang. I literally don't like them. Like it's making me uncomfortable because I preferred Croc, Jordan, and Ben, even though I don't like Croc, Jordan, and I did like Croc. What am I saying? Even though I don't like Ben, and I don't really care for Jordan, and I love Croc, I preferred their alliance. Their alliance didn't come off as like toxic and toxic masculinity. It didn't come across as like we are men because we are men, and we are strong because we are men, and we are only cool because we are men. But Geordie is like, men is the best. I get $1, you get 10 cents.
But he's such like a, I don't know, he's just like not smart about the way he says things or does things. So
like I feel like when he moved to the Red Tribe, his immediate coupling with the boys, it didn't help him. Like that, he immediately gravitated towards the bros. Yeah, so I feel like something like their alliance might pop up because I don't think Geordie's going to turn on them. I don't know how the blue team's going to go though, because only Croc and Chrissy know about the idol, obviously. And now that Sophie's gone, they're kind of calm. But I think they do want to vote out either Michelle or Melissa because she like really drags them behind. Like they're just as bad as Sandra.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, there's a difference between weak people and awful people. Like people who are crap at games and literally like bring the team down. And then there are people who are like Amy who can't lift 100 kilos. You know what I mean? You're like, this is rude.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just feel like they have come in. It's it's almost weird because every other couple that is in the game, the two of them have completely different game styles. Them two have just like cloned. Like Michelle doesn't
They're
even need to
clones.
be there. Melissa's just playing for both of them because they are the same person. They don't do anything. One can crack a back. They don't say anything, and they just try and fly under the radar, but it doesn't work. It's not
Because they're
working.
so awful. Because they actually can't play. That's why.
It's like they never watched the show before. They got the brief and they were like, cool, we're just not going to say anything.
No, it's going to be like, cool, let's go on to Hawaii and eat Macca's every day and never lift a finger. And then they walk up and they're like, we have to do puzzles, use our brain and our muscles. Uh-oh.
Those we don't have.
So I feel like definitely those two are kind of gonna be thrown in the air. Obviously, I don't even think they're gonna go because they're gonna be like, oh my god, Christy has an idol, Khan has an idol, this person has an idol, there's another idol. Oh my god, we're doing merge, the super idol. Oh my god, Mark.
Like every day this week, and I think 1 or 2 days last week, their name was brought up at Tribal. Like their name was brought
Literally.
up to be the plan, and they've never been the plan.
Because something has either popped up or or someone else is
derailed the
like,
plan.
yeah, or someone else is kind of like, I don't feel that way right now. Like that was like Amy last night. They were all gonna vote out Melissa or one of the M's, and
Melissa. Yeah, Melissa.
we don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But then Amy was like, you know what? I am sad that Geordie doesn't hug me anymore. So, yeah. So I feel like they definitely need to go. I hope those two go this week, just because like, and here's the thing, you know how like Amy's gone, Khan's gonna wreak havoc, and so did Sophie when like she left. I feel like if one of the sisters go, the other sister's gonna be like, okay.
Yeah,
they just unify into one clone.
One of them the other day said, the one on the Blue Tribe, she was sitting there talking to KJ and Sophie, and she literally said, I'm so glad I'm not on my sister's tribe. I was like, okay, because what? There'd be two of the same person on the one tribe.
It'd just be confusing. And then so when they vote one of you out, they actually think you're voting the other one out, but they actually vote the one they liked. That'd be so funny. They're like, oh, we want to vote Melissa out. And then Michelle leaves. And they're like, wait, we thought that was Melissa. And they're like, no. They have to like get name tags.
Like, Melissa's a bitch and Michelle's really nice. They start writing Melissa's name down. They've had it wrong the whole time.
And the thing is, one of them, the one who was originally on the red team, is prettier than the other one. Because when you look at the here's the thing. Here's my justification. Here, let me go through my pretty bias. So in the intro to the show, how they have everyone's faces, they have a really good close-up of her face. I don't know which one it was, Melissa or Michelle or Eminem. Like because the M&Ms. So they have this close up of her face and she looks really pretty. And then the other one is like just jumping up going.
Okay, wait, I gotta look this up and see if I can.
And I'm just like,
This one?
Yeah, she looks really, really pretty there. And then keep watching.
Yeah. Just wait, after Mark? After Khan?
Yeah, she's just like.
Yeah, she looks like a caveman.
Yeah, it's like they did not get good images of her, but they literally got one sister and was like, we are going to make you so beautiful that your sister is going to have to cry in her sleep because she'll think that that person is not her, but it is her. So we're going to play mind games. Because
that's the weirdest thing about twins. It's like they look so alike, but also one's usually prettier.
Yeah, that's the thing. We found out Michelle is the prettier one.
And Michelle is now on the Blue Tribe and Melissa is on the Red Tribe.
Oh my God, that's even more confusing. Imagine people like just tuning in on Sunday, watching the intro, being like, yes, the prettier one is on the red team. And they look at it and they're like, no.
I didn't even think about that.
You like always laugh when we're on a call. Like you're just like every few minutes you're just like You were so mad. You just
I'm like Jessie at the challenge.
that was really scary. That's giving me nightmares.
I'm not gonna laugh again.
That's okay. You don't have to laugh. But I feel like that's all the intense things that could happen. I feel like nothing's gonna happen with Dave. Nothing's gonna happen with Juicy Dave. Everyone's gonna want to keep him because he's juicy. I feel like maybe Chrissy might do something with her idol, and maybe Khan. Like I know their idol's gonna be brought up if Chrissy's is found out. I don't feel like her or her or Croc will be voted out because I feel like they're both pretty good team players. And Chrissy like lasts very long in challenges, like with the arm on. Khan is obviously going to be brought up. Like that's inevitable. They bring him up every day. I'm just trying to think. Jesse, he's just there. He's the thing. Geordie and Jesse are like the sisters, but they have odd personalities.
They're like quadruplets. Them both.
They look nothing alike.
Geordie has the personality for all four of them.
Yeah, literally. And Jesse has a personality, but he's kind of like a little lost kid.
Jesse's like, I almost like just want to hug him. I'm like, you poor little thing. Like he seems really lost, and he just seems like he gravitates towards the mother figures. Like maybe he has mummy issues.
No, that's what I literally told you. He had mummy issues.
Did you?
Yeah, I made the joke that you could probably look back and maybe I didn't say it. Why is like my face like part of my face? Oh, okay, I just have to do this. Because like when but like I was saying that Geordie's really sexist and Jesse is like a mummy's boy. He doesn't love ladies, but he's like really protective of them or something. But I feel like Jesse, yeah, definitely. And what creeps me out is like Sam and Khan's relationship, because like she like really gravitated towards him and they're like besties. And I feel like this is giving me Brianna and Shay vibes. Like that was an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah. That was really unhealthy. I feel like Sam's gonna flip on Khan or vice versa.
Oh, 100%. Sam is so unpredictable. She's so unpredictable because she'll be like, I have these feelings, but I'm gonna change them. Who else? I'm trying to think who else is on the blue team. So right now on the blue team, Sam, Khan, Chrissy, Croc, Michelle, Jessie,
KJ.
KJ.
I can't remember how many are.
Are there any other men on there? Ben.
Yeah.
I think that's it. And then so on the other team, on the red team, Mark. So Mark, Melissa, Shay, Josh, Jordan, Dave, Geordie, and Nina.
So 8 and 8, yeah.
So they're even now.
So there's 16 players left.
So how many was there to begin with?
24. So if we're right, who's left? So we've had Andy, Kate,
Andy, Sophie, Sandra, Amy,
Jay. No.
Oh my God, I forgot Jay existed. And Alex. So a lot of people have left. Like a whole team of people have left. There could have been 3 teams. Blood, water, and solids.
Mix.
You know what I mean? Like
oil.
Wait, can blood and water mix? Like is it does the yeah.
Wouldn't it just be like blood?
Yeah, because I was gonna say if we're doing the thing of like oils and that, maybe it's just dirt. Maybe the other team would be dirt. So because oil would like separate themselves. Well, I guess they are oil because they've left.
If we're talking like bodily fluids though, they'd probably just be pee.
Yeah, that'll all mix. Make a lovely little juice. That's
Juicy
like the new item. That is what Juicy Day was made up of. Blood, piss, and water.
Oh, we all are.
We aren't made up of piss.
Oh, we pee it out. So
yeah,
it's in there for a bit.
Okay, Juicy Dave. Okay, defend the piss in you. You're like saying it like you keep it like it circulates in your body. I know you do, but it sounds like you're like, I don't actually have blood in my veins.
It just sits.
Yeah. It just sits in a little pocket in you, and every once in a while you're like, I'm gonna release it.
Okay, well, if you really want me to get technical, it's urea that lives in our body, and then it filtrates into our blood system and then out in our pee.
Wait, it goes through our blood system? I thought it just, well, you can clearly show how much I've been listening in class and things. Also, did we want to like keep talking to Survivor, or did we want to have like a little chat about the uni stuff just to add in?
Let's talk about us, because our fan pages.
Oh,
Want to hear
yes.
about us?
Did
Yeah.
anyone answer that thing you put up today?
Totally not.
No, but like seriously today. Oh. Also, Kate messaged the thing and was like, is this
Yeah.
Daddy Mark? And you messaged, of course. And I was like, damn, I wish I got in time. I can't believe she asked that though. Like, of course it's him. Did you not
I
see
know,
him
like,
pop
cool.
up on the thing?
Yeah, I know. I was like, fake fan.
Oh my god. So,
I don't
unlike
know
last
any
time, this
Yeah.
commences our second episode of The Survivors. No, not The Survivors. The Raw
Raw
podcast. We hope to see you again next week. Tune in. We record these on Wednesday, and then Abby fiddles around with them until she feels they're good.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.
We will. Bye.
Peace, brothers.
Dum 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 da da dum dum dum